Hi everyone, it's Pastor Marquardt with you once again with some thoughts towards our observance of Holy Week here at Grace Lutheran. It's quite a list, really, of things that are happening or going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. I'll start with the Easter egg hunt, which happens on April 13th in between our worship services. So at 9:45, and it is open to everyone. We invite you to come. But before that, if you want to bring candy that's a part of that happening, please make sure it gets here by Wednesday, April 9th, okay? And no chocolate, please, because we're praying for great weather and the eggs will be outside, so non-chocolate candy only, please. So, lots of fun on Palm Sunday, which is a great celebration to be at anyway. We have our regular worship schedule. Palms, as you probably know, were used that day that Jesus rode a donkey into Jerusalem and was hailed as the king who was coming. We get to use palms that day too, and sing praises to our King. That's April 13th. That really begins the Holy Week experience, which then continues on Thursday with services that include Holy Communion at both 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 6:30 in the evening. Holy Communion is a part of both of those. At the evening service, as that concludes, we continue with the tradition of stripping the altar so that we're reminded of what is coming the rest of Holy Week, that the sacrifice of Jesus for us is represented in a bare altar. That happens on Thursday, the Thursday of Holy Week. And then Good Friday comes, which is the most solemn day in the church calendar. As we've been guided to the cross of Jesus all through this season of Lent, this part of the journey comes to its conclusion. We pause on Good Friday to reflect on the tremendous sacrifice of our Savior for all of us. A couple of notes. Once again, we have worship at 1 p.m. and at 6:30 p.m., and there is no Holy Communion on Good Friday. But we know the story does not end there. It doesn't end at the cross. Anything from it. We thank God for this reality that Easter dawns a new day for us. And the news is not just good, it's great. The Savior who went to the cross for us to die there in our place also rose from the dead. So our celebration really kicks into high gear on Easter Day, which is April 20th this year. We start Easter morning at a local park, Tillman Lake Park, which is just about a mile from here off of Radio Station Road. We've secured the reservation for the amphitheater and pavilion, so we're ready no matter what weather comes that morning. 7 a.m., Tillman Lake Park, Easter sunrise service. We got to enjoy this last year, and those of us who were there said, oh, we hope to do it again this way. If you come, and the weather's a little chilly, dress warmly, maybe bring a blanket. If you'd like, you can bring a comfortable lawn chair. Just know that there is seating available if you don't have your own. After we're done at the park, we make our way back here to Grace for our regular schedule of services, 8:30 in the sanctuary and 11 o'clock in the Family Life Center. Both of these services feature Holy Communion and lots of great singing and music that celebrates the day. Now, when we get back to our worship sites, both the sanctuary and the Family Life Center on that Easter morning, you'll notice something different. There are crosses at each of those sites that have wire mesh around them. And if you've never been here, then let me explain a little bit about the flowering of the cross. We start our services that morning with a time of music and people bringing their flowers, cut flowers, to place into the wire mesh. By the time we're done, the crosses look amazing, full of life and beauty that represent how we feel here on Easter. This is one of the customs at Grace Lutheran that goes back a few years for us. In between the two services, we also have our breakfast buffet, which is sponsored by Grace Lutheran Youth. So donations are welcome, and those donations, after expenses, all go to supporting those who will be attending the National Youth Gathering in New Orleans this summer. So it's a win-win. Great fellowship, great food, and you get to support a good cause. There you have it. Holy Week at Grace Lutheran here in La Plata. If you are watching this video, please know that many of the services of Holy Week will also be live streamed. So if you can't be here in person, you can still observe these wonderful days with us at Grace. If you're watching this video and you just haven't been here in worship for some time, let me encourage you to consider this as a new start for you in your life and your walk with God this year. It's terrific to be together, especially for something like Easter and the Easter season. Come and join us if you can. Be here in person to experience it and to worship God with us. If you have no church home, please come and consider that as well, that you could be at home with us. God bless and keep you the rest of these days of Lent, all through Holy Week and through the amazing celebration of Easter. God bless.